Hey, what's going on, guys? So today we're talking about a banlist discussion video. Now, if you guys haven't already seen, I posted a video talking about cards I think could come off and would make an immediate impact or a relative impact in the meta. And we actually did a market watch, looked at their market value right now. So if you're into that kind of thing, make sure you guys go ahead and check that out. If the ban list has already come out, the video ends now. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, comment, like, and most importantly of all, have a good day. Okay, if the ban list, I don't think the ban list has come out, right? Or it's gonna come out, but if it has not, let's talk about this. And I think what's listen, I just went to YugiohPro.net.com, went to card database, top cards, and I got this. And I just think, like, if me, just some guy in a basement, like, can Google this, like, why can't Konami? Why can't Konami go, huh? Ash is in 85% of decks. SP Little Knight's in 80% of decks. Oh my goodness. Dimensional barriers in 50% of decks. Wow. Triple Tactics Talents in 57% of decks. But it sometimes it just kind of feels like their ban list is they just put all the cards on a dartboard and just start slinging. They get smashed and they start slinging, and whatever they hit is banned or limited, right? And I just wish they took, it just feels like sometimes they don't take a lot of their time. Right? And this isn't going to turn into like a how the ban list should be fixed video, right? I just think it's a bit of a mess when almost every format, and this is more like OCG has a problem too. Like, it's kind of how Yu-Gi-Oh is, but like almost every format's tier 0. It's like every deck's running Animancipator. The best decks are the ones that can make VFD. The best decks are the ones that make Planet Verite and Akande. All decks can make Planet Verite and Akane because of the Adventurer package. And oh my gosh, now it's Kashtira. Now it's Tier. Now it's Snake Eyes. Like, what's the next tier list? Or what's the next tier 0 deck that's coming out? Like, and I think in some ways having that every 3 months helps, but sometimes it hurts. And sometimes the OCG is stuck in tier 0 formats forever, right? But a lot of times it feels like that for us too. One other thing before I get off my soapbox. And it has to do with this card. This card's in 80% of decks. And it's a $100 card. Like, I know Konami does not consider our wallets when they're making the ban list. But just imagine, close your eyes and imagine a world where they did. Wouldn't that be awesome? Wouldn't it be so cool if SP Little Knight was like banned because it was too expensive and they weren't just driven by corporate greed and just try to make the best profit? Man, that'd be so cool. These are a lot of like, and like D-Barrier, Triple Tactics Talent, these are like non-archetype specific cards that need to get hit. And I don't think all of them need to get hit. I don't think Valor's that big of a problem. I think it's just in a lot of decks because it's good right now. I don't think Heat is that big of a problem. It's just in a lot of decks. Nib, Ghost Ogre, even Forbidden Droplet, right? I do think this card could be knocked down a peg. I don't think it would be the worst, but I don't think that card's that bad. Another card like SP Little Knight that's just in every deck, because why not? Another card like SP Little Knight that's just in every deck. Another card that's just in every deck like SP Little Knight. Another card that's just like SP Little Knight and in every extra deck. It's kind of weird. Like, the extra decks look really similar. If you're not running Earth Machina, plants, cybers of some kind, you are not running a good deck if you're not running like the same 5 extra deck cards. I think, like, okay, I wasn't ready to see all these. Because what do? Look at the archetype. Like, what do? You ban this? Okay, well, this is still going to be a solid engine. So you ban that. And that. Well, I mean, like, this is still a good package here. So you limit, ban. Is that a little harsh? No, because they can still go bonfire into poplar. Poplar summon itself out. Set original summon out oak summon back out the poplar, and they have a link 2 now off of a bonfire without using their normal summon. I don't know. Maybe the way to hurt this deck is Maxi go back, but this deck ran Master Duel. This deck ran the OCG where Maxi is at. So, let me know in the comments down below what you want them to do this deck. I wouldn't be opposed to just limit them all. Just like what they did with Tier. They did that with Tier Shizu. They just 9 cards on the deck, on the ban list because of that deck. So, limit them all. This card can get banned again. I missed when this card was at 1. And it was so funny because Skill Drain came out off the ban list. People were like, oh, it's not gonna be it. It's Skill Drain. It's not even that good. It's not even that good. And then all of a sudden, it wasn't that good. But then people remember why I got banned. Because see, people saw Skill Drain come back and they thought like Skill Drain decks were going to be great. Like Paleozoic is a good Skill Drain deck. You know, Elvish could be a good Skill Drain deck, right? Like decks that are like stun decks and trap heavy decks and decks that, you know, want their monsters' effects negated, right? Because that's how Skill Drain, when you first think of Skill Drain, you think of cards like Chainsaw Insect. You know, you think of cards like Master of Oz, Blue Eyes, right? But that's not where Skill Drain really gets utilized. Skill Drain gets utilized in Centurion. Skill Drain gets utilized on like a Snake Eye stack list. They just make like Flame Bridge and flip up Skill Drain. Now you can't play. It can get banned again. But I mean, what else? This card is just everywhere all the time again. This deck's been around for a while as an engine. I actually don't think the format is too terrible. I think the biggest things that are hurting the format are cards that are in every deck and decks with like 9 amazing cards. Let me know what you guys think in those comments down below. What cards you want to see get hit by the bans? Let me know in those comments down there. Make sure you guys click that like button, show your support for the channel, subscribe for even more content, but most importantly of all, have a good day.